Hello Aquarius, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy this reading. It is a general reading. Just to let you know that quite soon I'll be opening up for personal readings. So if you're interested, then you can contact me. I will let you know either through a short video or through a community post, and then you can contact me and I'll be able to do a reading for you. Okay, so this is a general reading. Aspects of it may apply to you, but it can also apply to somebody else that you are involved with, who's present in your life currently. If you have aspects of your chart which you like to cross-watch to other signs, for instance, where your Venus placement or your moon or possibly your ascendant, then you can have a look. I have got other videos, you can cross-watch to get further information and, more guidance. I have shuffled and laid out the cards already. I use the 12 houses of the zodiac and then the astrological guidance that goes with that and the goddess guidance as well. Okay, please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe as that circulates the the video to other people who may be interested as well. All right, so your first house of interest is the first house. This is the house of your physical body. It's also the house of your personality, your observable characteristics, what people see when they see you. So whatever you're projecting at the moment. So whatever you're giving out. It also is about your life force and your vitality, things like that. It's also, how you are meeting the world, your personal independence and what you're displaying when you're out and about. Also the direction that you're currently moving in, just your general demeanor, It can also be about your own personal self-oriented interests, things which you may be wanting to get on with, or things that you're currently involved in, but it's all self-oriented. Okay, so just to let you know that it seems to be that in your chart this month there's quite a lot of emphasis on some aspect of like self-analysis and also emotional control at this time. There seems to be a lot of undercurrents and a lot of things swirling around you or within you, which are going to need to be addressed in some form. So with the first house, the astrological guidance is Scorpio, I transform, and the goddess guidance is Irene, peace. There also seems to be a lot of worry energy around you and fears, deep fears coming up at this time. With the Scorpio I transform card, this does bring in karmic balancing, so you may be having some karmic issues at the moment. And Black Moon Lilith, another card of karmic issues. So that could be swirling around you at this time. Things coming back to be dealt with now, or just balancing of karma, as I've said. With the Scorpio I transform, as I said, it seems to be that you have a lot of powerful emotions which you are busy working through at the moment. So this is either you're experiencing this towards others or towards certain things, or you could be on the receiving end of these as well. But just be very, very careful at this time with your reputation, with finances, with sort of intrigues and gossips and scandals and things like that going on. Be very, very careful at this time, because you could get embroiled in something, and then you've now got to extricate yourself from that. So, this is about emotional control. This is also about a lot of self-analysis, going deep to figure out really what it is you want to do, what it is you want for yourself, because the first house of emphasis is the first house, which is your physical body and your personal, your personality, your characteristics, so what you're projecting to others, what you're actually projecting outwards, what they're going to see and what they're going to feel. And it's also how you're meeting the world, how you're actually interacting as you move forward. So this is a very strong card. There may be a bit of power struggles going on around you. As I said, be very careful with your reputation at the moment. Take the high road in all instances. Avoid manipulation and forcing of issues of any kind. Just steer clear of that. Rather go inward, do the work that's required on the inside, and deal with anything that comes up. And also get to grips with your own fears, your own issues. Some of it may be karmic. So in other words, it could be old karmic issues from previous lifetimes to do with fears. Fears of poverty, fears of failing, fears of not having enough, fears of just failure in general, whatever it is that you may be grappling with at this time. You need to overcome them, and a certain amount of self-analysis is going to be required. You could also be getting psychic ink flashes, sort of flashes about things as well, deep feelings about others and situations. You may get warnings, things like that. But the overriding, there's a very strong theme here of do not let your worries and your fears overtake you at this time, okay? Have faith in the universe, and know that you are going to be okay, that you're going to be provided for, and that you are protected. And then just to deal with whatever it is that comes up at this time. You could also be dealing with, it's possible that somebody in your family or in your history, or somebody that you've been close to, that is connected to your past, may actually be passing away at this time, or there's some kind of transformation going on, or an ending of some sort. And you could be dealing with financial things coming up to do with that. It could be inheritance, or it could just be dealing with things from the past. Perhaps it's possessions, goods, items that have been passed down to you, or you're involved somehow in the distribution of the items belonging to that person or around that person, or just something to do with that. Or it could be issues from your or things within your immediate environment which you are now letting go of. It could be that as well. And this is going to be bringing up a lot of emotions, a lot of fears, a lot of worries, and so on. It could be that. It could also, as it be, strictly financial. For yourself, the whole world is in this situation. Everybody is feeling it to some degree, so you're certainly not alone. But you may feel alone at this time. You may feel like you've got no support, or you just may feel a bit isolated or alone while you're grappling with things like that. And this is where the self-analysis comes in. This is where the faith comes in. This is where letting go of worries, looking after yourself, and asking, praying for help, meditating, and so on. And you have got the universe with you at this time. So all of these emotions, powerful emotions, could be coming up at this time, or you could be seeing it in your environment around you. So it really is emotional control, and taking the moral high ground at this time, and keeping everything strictly on the high road at this time. Do not get involved in anything remotely manipulative or underhand or gossip. Don't get caught up in anything unwittingly. Just keep yourself under wraps, and rather say nothing if should things get difficult. Rather be firm about what you want and what you're aiming for in your life, but don't get involved in situations which you can't see clearly, or there are power plays going on, or anything like that, anything remotely like that. Just steer clear at this time. The goddess guidance is Irene, peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. So I feel a lot of what is going on around you or in you at this time is stemming from fears, deep-seated fears of worrying about finances, worrying about yourself, worrying about where you're headed in this world, worrying about you could even be your reputation, or just things that are going on, and you just not sure which way you're headed. And Irene is here to reassure you that you need to just be peaceful at this time. So do whatever it is you can to find peace. Self-care is coming up. It's coming up in this card, and it's coming up here as well. Self-care, really just, being at peace, praying, meditating, salt baths, detoxes, any kind of contemplative pursuits. If you need to go and see somebody to air a few things and get a few things off your chest, or just to, do whatever it is you can to be at peace in yourself, because when you have inner peace, then your world reflects that as well. So worry is really a useless emotion. It doesn't help you at all. All it does is you become a magnet for the things that you worry about. So your deep-seated fears and issues that you may be grappling with, do the very best you can to stay calm, be peaceful, and focus on self-care and gratitude at this time. Gratitude for what you have got. Not what you want or what you think you should have. Gratitude for what you have got, and that will shift the energy and bring in more abundance to you, which you're probably going to need at this time. But it's important to strive for peace and equilibrium at this time. The next house of interest is the 10th house. This is the house of reputation. It's the house of your public standing, your fame. If you're in that situation where you have a sort of a level of notoriety, all of these things come under the microscope in the 10th house. It's also the house of career, and it's the house of authority figures, and any sort of authoritative institution as well. It could be government, it could be banking, it could be what you work for, where you're working currently, any kind of authoritative influence in your life. It can even be a parent or somebody in your life who has an authority figure in your life. It could be relationships to do with that as well. Everything outside of your home, out of your home life. It could even be something that you're looking up to, or somebody that you're looking up to, like a mentor or a boss or some sort of guru. Anything that is at a guiding light for you at this time. All of those can come up in the 10th house. Again, we have another very strong card, very powerful emotions coming with this card, Black Moon Lilith. It's a card of mystery and also notoriety of some sort. So you may be moving ahead at this time, and others around you are not happy about that. They're not overly enthusiastic about that, or they feel slighted in some way or overlooked. So you could be moving ahead, and others around you are not going to be on the same page as you at this time. So you could be on the receiving end of that. Or it could be that you are feeling like this. You are feeling a certain level of like a bitterness or feelings of being overlooked. Or there could be envy. There could be guilt even. There could even be sort of vengeful feelings coming up, which also can be covered by the Scorpio card. Just very powerful emotions in you or around you. And just remember, like I said, strive for peace and self-care and gratitude, because when you do that, you're going to project that outwards. Any powerful emotions that you have, yes, by all means honor them, but honor them in a wholesome and healthy way. So find an outlet for any very difficult emotions that you may be processing at this time. Find a healthy outlet for them. But get them under control, because if you're going to be projecting that outwards, it's going to come straight back to you in some way, shape or form. It will be reflected back to you as well. So strive to let go of the fears, let go of worry, or any kinds of strong emotions which you are grappling to overcome. You may also have to stand your ground in some way as well, because that card can come up. So you have a lot of dark feminine power which is at your disposal at this time. When I say dark, it can be, as I said, the processing of those heavy emotions, but it can also be that you need to just stand really strong right now. Stick with what you want to do, and that is why I said to you, you need to really assess what it is you want to do now. Some sort of deep analysis going on, which direction you want to move in, what it is you want for yourself at this time. But this also is a mystery card, so things just may not be very clear for you at this time in your 10th house. Something could be moving and changing under the surface, like undercurrents, and you can't see clearly because you don't have all the facts yet. So don't get caught up in things unnecessarily without having everything, all the correct information at your disposal. Rather, focus on other healthy outlets for any dark emotions you may be grappling with, or any dark nights of the soul, or any of that. Find healthy outlets for that. Get yourself under control, and focus on a peaceful, and happy countenance within yourself. Show the gratitude, and then that is what you will attract to you at this time. The goddess guidance is Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So this card does bring an opportunity for you. So some sort of opportunity is going to come to you in your 10th house. But what it is saying is again, honor the cycles and rhythms of your body. So if you're feeling tired, then you need to rest. And this is where the self-care comes in as well, which is what Irene is also about. Be at peace and do everything you can to look after yourself. Pray, meditate, get out in nature, do peaceful, life-enhancing activities to raise your vitality and raise your life force. So work on that. And if you're feeling energetic, then put it to positive, good use. If you are grappling with a whole lot of emotions, as I said, dark stuff may be coming up, karmic issues may be coming up, as I said, worries, angers, fears, whatever it may be, find a healthy outlet for them, and take sea salt baths. If you can swim in the sea, swim in the sea. Just do whatever you can to honor yourself and take good care of yourself at this time. If you're feeling good, then honor that. If you're feeling tired, then rest. And if you need assistance to process certain things, then get help. Do whatever it is you need to do. But because an opportunity is going to come to you, and you need to be very careful at this time what you say and what you do to manifest this opportunity for yourself. Think good things, be positive, and that is what you will attract to yourself, because there's a strong chance that you may say something or do something which could jeopardize that. So rather go the high road, as I said. Last house of interest is second house, owning. Second house is the house of your income. It's also the house of your self-worth and your value systems. So it's also the house of your ownership, whatever it is that you own, your possessions. It covers also property, real estate, and land, anything to do with the land, whether you're physically working the land or your garden or a piece of land or a community garden or whatever it is that you're involved in, it's that. Or you could be purchasing land, something to do with that maybe coming up as well, purchasing property or thinking about those things, or just be involved in real estate of some kind. It could be a profession for you as well. But it also is very much about self-worth. And you could be with things going on around you, your self-worth could be a bit low. And that is why you need to be focusing on the peace and the gratitude and honoring your body. Because when you honor yourself, that is what you're going to project. When you're showing gratitude, or when you're being showing gratitude to yourself and to others, that is what you will project. When you are at peace within yourself, and at peace with your God or your whatever it is that you honor, then that is what you will project. Because this is all about what you want to draw to you at this time. So honor all of that to bring you, positive manifestations. The fire element card is what you have underneath on the astrological guidance, and the goddess guidance is Lakshmi, bright future. So the fire element card is you may have a period where you now find the courage or the vitality or the energy and the enthusiasm to tackle something which is going to come up for you in your second house. Whatever that may be, it may be a physical body issue like your self-worth, how you are looking and how you are projecting yourself and how that makes you feel. It could be income related. It could be value related. So you may be changing or reassessing your value systems, what you value at this time. All of us are going through that, where what you valued before, material possessions, may now realize that actually is not what you value the most. It may be your family or your self-worth or your your own, what your gratitude. You may value gratitude as a wonderful tool. Whatever, your value systems are going to get an overhaul as well with the second house. So this is a fire element card. It's a fiery card. So energy, enthusiasm. It could also be that you may be facing a challenge at this time, but there is quick change coming with this card. Some kind of quick change is going to come to you, a change of direction. It could also be that you are clearing the decks for a new start of some kind. This card does bring an epiphany or a turning point in your life. So with all this self-analysis going on and self-focus with the self-care and honoring, the very best of yourself and honoring yourself and moving forward positively and various other aspects, it could be that you have a complete change of perspective about something, about what it is you want, actually. It may not be material things. It may not be what you thought before. You may now be changing direction to something which is going to be better for you in the long run. So some sort of epiphany or wake-up call, turning point is coming for you. But it comes also with a change of perception. So you may be realizing something very deeply at this time. And that may come home to you in some way, shape, or form. It could be that you're overcoming karma as well. But that is coming in for you, some sort of deep change of perception, or your, a turning point or a wake-up call. Something is going to shake you awake, and then you can move in a different direction at this time. But it can be very much perception-based as well. You may also have to get honest with somebody or honest with yourself again about what it is you want really in your life. And then you can put all your energy and focus in that to draw that to you. Think positive, speak positive. Very, very important at this time. And from that, you will fire up this wonderful energy triangle to bring you the power that you need to initiate or to make changes, that you need to push you forward at this time. The Goddess Guidance Lakshmi, bright future, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Again, the worry card is coming up in a slightly different form. So what she's saying to you, that you need to focus on abundance, not on what you don't want, not on the negative things, not on the swirling emotions and the power struggles or whatever it is that's going on around you, or the deep fears and the deep angers or the resentments or the envies or the just feeling at a loss, in some way. Focus on the brightness of your life, the gratitude, and think positive, speak positive, and you will draw to you what you require. But this is about letting go of any worries and fears, all right? You don't need them. They don't help you, and all they do is waste your energy. So again, cycles and rhythms, honor the cycles of your body, let go of the worries, rather put your energy into something positive. Busy yourself with something else, rest if you need to, but stay positive at this time. Let go of any bag lady fears or poverty consciousness, anything like that. Let go of that and have faith that, the universe will hold you at this time, and you will get through whatever is going on. And all your needs will be taken care of. Your family will be taken care of. You will be taken care of. But it starts with faith. Faith is what drives all of that, and it's the most positive emotion on the table today. So let go of all the other negative stuff and focus on that, and you will draw towards you your bright future. Going with that is the Mercury card, bottom of the astrological deck. Again, what I said to you about gossip, scandals, secret things appearing, just be careful with that at this time, and don't get involved in anything that could possibly backfire on you. This card is the card of communication. Either communication coming in, because Mercury is the messenger of the gods, so it could be purely downloads from the universe at this time, which could very well be helping you now to move forward. It could be bringing you this epiphany or this wake-up call or some kind of perception change. So you could be getting a download which is going to change everything for you. Or it could be that, as I said, you're receiving something or you're hearing something. Let go of the gossip and the other negative stuff. Only take in the positive stuff. Or you could be giving messages out, words, writing things, saying things. You may have to talk yourself into or out of something. So as I said, be careful with the gossip and the scandals and things going on. You do not want to get yourself embroiled in something. Speak positive, think positive, speak positive, and you cannot go wrong with that, really. And watch your thoughts at this time, because manifestation is very, very, it's coming back to us quicker and quicker at the moment. It could also be that you are going to be having some sort of technological or electronic upgrade. You could be mastering something new at this time, technology, or it could be a new phone or a new camera or internet, something to do with the internet, or it could be apps that you're now utilizing. But it's about an upgrade of some sort. It could even be a vehicle upgrade, or you could be traveling by vehicle somewhere. There's roads and maps and things like that coming in with you. So you may be able to travel at this time, and you can do something like that. But it can also be purely communication-based research, internet, email, anything to do with that, WhatsApp, whatever. It's all about communication and all the different avenues for that. So it's something that you're using, a tool you're utilizing, or you could be making an important communication to somebody at this time, or you are receiving it at this time. You could be hearing things, as I said. But it is very much about using the communication tools at this time to really move you forward. And there's a magic in that, there's magic in words. What you say, you cast a spell, all right? That is why we have spelling, that you're casting a spell with what you say. So make sure you are casting the right spells, and that you're making spells that are good, above board, on the high moral ground, and that you are speaking positive about yourself and about others and about your situation, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. You could be communicating on a much bigger level to a wider audience as well. So there's a lot of things moving at this time. This is very quick. This is about being very quick, about being flexible, and quick thinking. Also be careful you don't get involved in arguments at this time, because you can come across as a bit glib with the Mercury card. So your words are going to be very, very important in whatever form you are projecting at this time. And then bottom of the goddess deck is Isolde, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So as I said, some of you may have had a loss of some sort at this time. It could be a loss of a person in your life, or a breakup, or just the dissolving of something. Whatever it is, whatever loss it is that you've experienced, you are going to be receiving. The universe, is going to be giving you healing at this time. Your heart is going to heal. So you're receiving quick and swift and comprehensive healing at this time. So allow this to happen. Spend time in nature. Get out. Commune with nature. Meditate. Do all the self-love things, which has come up again and again and again. Do the self-love things. Be gratitude to the love that you have shared with that person, whatever the circumstances are, however it looks now. There was love there at some point, and that needs to be honored. And that continues. The love continues, no matter what other circumstances went on. The love continues, and that doesn't ever die. So even though you may have gone through a breakup of some kind, the love that you expressed is a vibration, and that stays. That's what's important, okay? The rest doesn't matter, really, in the end. So that creates good karma, the love you give out at any point in your life, in whatever form it may be. So project love at all times, and again, you can't go wrong. So any kind of loss, any situation like that, you are receiving healing at this time, and the love has been honored. It could also be that you need to clear some baggage away to make room for a new love that's coming in. Some of you may be in that situation as well. So clear away what needs to be cleared. Do any of that work, that inner preparation, so that you can open the door to allow the new person in. And this doesn't have to be romantic love. It can be the love for a soulmate, somebody who's coming in to assist you or help you at this time, a really good friend, or somebody that you just have a deep resonance with, you know. So whatever that situation is, to honor that and honor yourself, do the work to clear the space so that the new love can come in for you. Whether it's love for yourself or love for others is it doesn't matter at this point. The fact is that you need to be in the vibration of love and gratitude and self-care, and that will open many doors for you at this time. Okay, Aquarius, hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and take care, and I will see you next time.